What's up, everybody? This is Southside Strider coming in at you with a brand new video, and welcome to my new podcast, which is Strider for Thoughts. And this week we're gonna start off with recapping Sunday night's matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Well, it was a bit of a chippy game, in my opinion. As usual, Aaron Rodgers just did what he did and whooped our asses. His O-line is something we wish we had because of his offensive line, he basically has all the time in the world to complete the deepest pass. Which they ended up defeating us 41-25. And this was our first game to have Mitchell Trubisky back as the starter. And I was honestly excited to have him back, despite he did have struggles in the game. Because he had about a total of 3 turnovers. First turnover, he attempted a pass to Darnell Mooney. He throws it deep to him, but literally did he know was he was double teamed. And what happened? Interception. Second turnover. On that play, once again, he went deep looking for Anthony Miller. But this time, instead of double team, he was triple teamed. And he got picked off as well. And by the end of the second half, the third turnover was when he fumbled the football, and it was returned by the defense of Green Bay. But there were even though we were down 41-17, I believe it was, we did make an effort to not make it a blowout. Allen Robinson, he found the red zone twice for 2 touchdowns, and David Montgomery, he also got a touchdown as well. And we also got a 2-point conversion to make it a 16-point game, but it was too little, too late. And our defense got ripped to shreds because of our pass rushing. And our pass rushing was one man short because Akeem Hicks is dealing with an injury. Let's hope he gets back in time. And honestly, I thought Trubisky did okay, which I think he could have done better. He completed 26 of 46 passing attempts, had a total of 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. I honestly believe we should have just stood with him after Nick Foles bailed us out in Atlanta, because Trubisky kind of had a good connection with the offense, and sure, he started off pretty slow, but he did make up for it by coming back from 16-point deficits, but just wasn't happening today. So with this loss to Green Bay, we now drop to 5-6, so dropping to 3rd place in the NFC North. But honestly, even if we did win out the rest of our schedule, we would barely get in the playoffs, and we probably wouldn't get as far. But it would be interesting to see him get in. But just because we lost against Green Bay, there's still a slight chance we could get in. Because the way I see this is that if the Bears beat both Detroit, Houston, Minnesota, Jacksonville, and Green Bay. Yeah, I know. That means we'd have to win out every game. But we would also need both the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to keep losing. And when we do play Green Bay on the last game of the season, we actually should get to win without Aaron Rodgers playing that game, because the the Green Bay Packers are honestly gonna win the North because of how we've been playing. Because it seems like it's gonna take a miracle for us to win it now. But by the time week 17 comes around, they'll probably already clinch their spot. So by the time they get ready for the playoffs, they're probably going to rest their starters. And
there he is.
We'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. And anyway, the final game of the season, when we play the Packers, we should be able to finish the year strong by playing their backup in Jordan Love, which I still can't get over the way that they actually took Jordan Love and A.J. Dillon, who are both a quarterback and a running back, from the draft, because that didn't give Aaron Rodgers any help, because now he's just relying on his very few, including Devontae Adams and a few other players. Why get a quarterback and a running back when you already have those two at your main position? I honestly don't understand why you would do that. Because the Bears, they actually took a receiver, unlike you did. But I don't like to admit this, but Green Bay may be better than us. Maybe. Because they actually have an offense and an offensive line. So we'll be watching this team pretty closely by the end of the stretch, because I feel like Matt Nagy's finally motivated to getting us into a 500 season, which, especially since with a 17-game schedule and adding a 7th team to the playoff bracket, honestly, anything could happen. And also, even if the Green Bay Packers do win a lot of games, they're not going to get a first-round bye that easily, because now that they added a 7th team, only one team gets a bye week. And New Orleans, they currently have that. So if they don't have a first-round bye by the end of the season, then up in Green Bay, you're going to need to take some time to prepare, because you only got so much time to work with it before you go back in the postseason. Yeah, I feel Aaron Rodgers, he always wants to prove to everyone how great he really is. He's a great quarterback, just like how most quarterbacks are in Green Bay, but the thing he can't avoid is Father Time. He can only carry this team for so long. So everybody up in Green Bay, or anybody from Green Bay who's watching this, I may not like the guy, but I just hope he stays healthy for your sake, because he's basically your #1 gem to success. And I mean, yeah, a man can only play quarterback for so long. He'll eventually need to pass on the torch, because, I mean, heck, if Brett Favre didn't retire, Aaron Rodgers probably wouldn't have played. Some people ask, what kind of a fan am I? And the type of fan I am, I'm a super fan. And what makes me a good super fan? If I were a bad super fan, I wouldn't be sitting here discussing it with you, now would I? That's just something that I had to throw out there, you know. Some people think my teams are mediocre. They are. But that doesn't mean we can't play with anybody else. And as far as 2020 has gone by, it's really been quite a challenge for us sports fans. We haven't had a chance to go to the games. We haven't been able to make contact with the players. We haven't been able to do a lot of stuff because of COVID and crap. But all we can hope for is wait for this year to end so we can get a fresh start for next year. And when we do come back next year, we Chicago fans will be out there living, cheering through the good time and the bad. No matter what happens, we're with you. Yeah, I do have some haters though. I do. Yeah, not anything like that, but if I may, trying to think of who's my biggest hater. Honestly, I don't make enemies because I'm not the kind of guy I pick fights with. I'm actually a friendly kind of guy, but if I may, Green Bay fans, do me a favor. Keep my pizza, known as Chicago Deep Dish, out of your cheesehead mouth before I turn you into nachos. And yeah, that's basically all the time we have for today. So Packers, it was nice playing y'all, and Bears Nation, let's let's not take this season too seriously and not get our hopes too high, because honestly, getting your hopes too high is what leaves you in disappointment. Honestly, all you can do for the rest of the season is just watch the game, hope for the best, and just have fun. If you like this podcast and you like what you see and you want to hear more from the Strider himself, be sure to leave a like on the vid and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new, because I get a lot of people here who are not subscribed to the channel. So if you are and you would smash that subscribe button, I would really appreciate that, because that gives us the support we need for me to give you these type of recaps. This is Southside Strider, and I'll see you guys in the next podcast, or whatever comes around in the sports world. Peace out.